weeks ago, I posted a scathing review of the Mario movie, and it's currently the most viewed video on my channel. I like to, just live it up sometimes. Just chill out, just turn it up, and that's what Shigeru Miyamoto says, so you gotta listen to it. In that review, I referenced a tweet dated 1973 and also mentioned that I haven't seen the movie yet. So, of course that video was 100% serious and not a joke, and thankfully everyone picked up on that and commented accordingly. Dude, it's not bad. Don't hate. They tried their best, so just had a positive attitude, and the movie made a lot of money. And it's great. Also, half of this video is not even about the movie. The Super Mario movie is awesome. I don't care what you have to say. I don't care what you critics have to say, cause it is awesome, and I love it. And you! To be honest, the Mario movie is good, and you're just hating the movie, plus, it's your opinion, plus, in the future it will be good, and also stop hating the movie! This one is weird because he says, in the future it will be good? Are they like re-releasing it? Are they gonna dub over Mario with someone else instead of Chris Pratt? Yeah, I feel like it wasn't very true to the source material either. Especially the time Mario told Luigi he was acting pretty sus and that he was the imposter. Truly the moment I've ever seen. This video put me in the mood to watch GeForce 2. Doesn't everything? This movie is fun, but I hate my parents. This guy just commented a bunch of emojis. I don't even know how I unlaughed the E. I asked him if he was okay, and he responded, moo. So, that's... Alright, you're gonna die. What? Did I just get threatened by the Pringles man? But I finally got myself down to the theater and saw the film, so I can finally give you all an actual review like I promised 2 years ago. And I'm gonna start by saying everything I can without spoiling anything first, and then get into spoilers later on. So here goes. I was right. This movie is pretty good. That's it, time for spoilers. I think the Rotten Tomatoes score is completely logical. Not necessarily justified, but logical. Because if you watch this movie like a fan, you'll have a great time picking out all the Mario references and Easter eggs. But if you try and break down this film like a critic, you're gonna notice real quick that it makes no sense. The references are at their best when they're subtle, like Luigi's ringtone being the GameCube startup theme, or a very faint do-do-do-do-do-dum when the Mario Bros enter the sewer system. But then there are some that are so obvious they're kind of annoying. There's a 10-second flashback to Luigi as a little kid that establishes absolutely nothing, but we gotta cram every reference in that we can, so we need the baby Luigi scene in there. Also, let's have Toad say that the princess is in another castle, even when it's not really relevant, because that's the thing that he says in the game. Other stuff like Charles Martinet playing the Donkey Kong game at the pizza shop, or Mario playing Kid Icarus in his bedroom were pretty fun. But it does beg the question, how do these video games exist in this universe if the characters are actual people? Like, does Seth Rogen Kong know that in another dimension there's a video game based on him? This movie is complete madness if you actually try and think about it, and the pacing doesn't fare any better. Things go by so quickly so they can get to the next reference that we don't really have time to see any meaningful plot points or actual story beats. Most of this movie's scenes are Mario asking someone for help, then they say no, then they change their mind like immediately and join him. Luigi is barely in it, Mario's pretty much just along for the ride until the very end when he actually does something. Princess Pringles doesn't get captured until the final act and then breaks out immediately, so that was pointless. And overall, if you're looking for an actual storytelling masterpiece, you walked into the wrong theater. Across the Spider-Verse is in room 4. But I just can't bring myself to call this movie bad. I cracked a smile whenever I heard a reference to the games, and the casting wasn't nearly as distracting as we all thought it was gonna be. Although Chris Pratt was definitely lying, that was the voice. The plot is complete bonkers, and also doesn't exist basically, but if you kick back and don't think about it too much, you can start to enjoy it. It's nowhere near on the level of the games, but if you can spare the time and ticket cost, grab yourself a Sour Patch Kids and a vanilla cream root beer and check it out. 3 out of 5. I guess the best way I could describe this film is that it reminds me of a Disney movie. Because the company who made it is definitely evil, but they have such a great reputation, people will probably buy their stuff anyway.